Hey loves, so this is the first ever edition of Advice and a Reading by Clarity with Kim. That's me, I'm Kim. It's nice to meet you. I've been doing readings since 2008. I was inspired by what has officially become my favorite Facebook group for women. This group is amazing. I'm not going to say the group because I'm not sure if I'm supposed to share it. It was shared with me privately and directly by the founder, and I don't want to break the terms of the group, but I have been reading y'all's threads. I just want y'all to know. And this theme of like settling was one thing that came to mind. I was like, I have to do a video about this. So, this is a video with my insight. Plus, at the end of this is going to be a reading. And this video is a part of a pick a card romance series I'm currently doing, and it's with Archangel Michael. I will link to the last video in the description for that particular series, okay? It's fun, but also hopefully it'll give you insight into what's going on with you and your vibration subconsciously to help you with your dating life and your romance life. So first we have the advice, and then after that we're going to do the reading. And yeah, that's me over there on the right hand side. All right, so ladies, don't settle. I just was like reading, there was one particular post in particular that made me just feel like, nah, sis, we cannot be doing this. So, first, let's talk about the consequences of settling while dating. When you settle, you say to yourself that this is okay. Whether you're conscious of settling or not, you are saying that it's okay to settle. And I want you to stop and think, what areas of your life don't you settle in? Do you settle in your housing? Do you settle in your job? Like, think about it. We refuse to settle in certain areas, but when it comes to romance, we try to make exceptions that are unacceptable. We make unacceptable exceptions. And this is the problem. And then there's this perpetual pattern of suffering, sadness, heartbreak, letdown, etc. Well, you said it to yourself a million times through your actions that this is okay. So then you keep attracting that same thing in a different person, in a different situation. Okay, those are the consequences. It's not just about, oh, he or she is, they're not too bad. No, it's not about that. It's about what you are allowing yourself to accept and make okay. You are creating your standard and ultimately attracting and manifesting that standard. That is a big problem. Now, I'll just share a little bit about my experience in choosing not to settle. Listen, 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 listen. Oh my God. Okay, so the woman's story was about that inspired this was about a man who was in his 40s who apparently didn't have his ish together. And I was like, oh, been there, done that, stop that, ended that, because ain't nobody got time for that. I was dating a man in his 40s, and I used to think, oh, I can, because I prefer older men. I'm 30, how old am I? 33? So this was a while ago. I think I was like maybe 26 at the time, and he was 40. Oh, I love me a 40-year-old, but an aligned one. Oh, give me, give me, give me. But anyway, he didn't have his ish together. It was, oh, I'm a this, I'm a that. Come to find out he didn't have his ish together, right? And I take you for where you are. I read you up immediately. And I was like, okay, I'm not about to take you seriously. We just gonna be F buddies. Like, let me just put it out there like that. I didn't say that to him, but in my mind, I was just like, nah, don't get too attached to him. The sex is good. We just gonna keep it at that. And that's what I did, right? But bruh, sis, I asked him day one, are you seeing anybody? Then all it's just like all the lies and stuff. I didn't care if you were dating. I needed to know for my own safety. I'm talking about STDs and physical safety because bras be crazy out there, especially in New York. People be hecka emotional and like just super duper attached. Now I don't do all that personally, but a lot of women do, and I understand. Like I do. I just personally don't do that, but I needed to know. Come to find out, oh, nah, I ain't with nobody. Long story short, he was. We had what is that? Subway Armageddon. on the train with me, this girl that he supposedly wasn't with, and him. And I was just sitting back watching because the girl was way emo and psychotic. She was crazy. She was loco. And I was like, see, this is what I didn't want. So that was the end of that. Long story short, I was like, all you had to do was tell me up front. That way I would at least know what was going on, but you couldn't even do that. He also just didn't have his ish together. He said he was a chef and da 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 da. Come to find out he was unemployed. Like the lies. I was like, oh God. So he made me analyze myself, really. I was like, I'm attracting this. Like, not saying that I'm a bum, but I was struggling myself. But I had my own place, right? I was working, but things weren't, I was in my own struggle. And I was like, I'm attracting the struggle through this dude. And I was like, nah. So, fast forward, another dude comes along, basically struggle. I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm dead. I'm deading this right now because I'm not going to keep repeating this pattern, right? I chose not to settle. I chose to work on myself. And now I'm living in Thailand, just basically, and getting my ish together. Like, that's it. And attracting better quality men, I might add. So it has worked. It has worked. But it took a while. It took years. But I just refused. I just was not going to keep repeating that same Subway Armageddon thing, that same bummy ass dude situation. I just wasn't going to do it no more. And I have great quality men in my life now, much better than what I did during this time of my life. So it has absolutely worked. But I just was like, nah, I'm not doing this. I'm gonna close my legs. I'm gonna work on myself. I'm gonna read some books. And that's what I've been doing. Okay? So the next thing, believe what you see, not what you hope. We all go, oh, well, not all of us, because I don't even do this. I'll read you the first day. Mm, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. Believe what you see, not what you hope. Oh, well, maybe he's saying he's working on. I don't care what he or she is working on. They're saying they're doing this. I don't care about that. What's actually happening? Because that's all you need to know. Yes, people can change, but 90% of the time, like real talk, do they? Do they? If he or she was a bum when you met them, 90%, they probably gonna be a bum throughout the entirety of the relationship. And you're accepting that. You're saying yes to that. You're saying that's okay. So reverse that. Do you want a bum? Do you? Yes? No? Okay, then let it go. We not doing bums then. We gonna let it go. It's a no? Then you need to act on that belief. And I know there are a lot of fears and things that can come with that. Oh, I don't want to be alone. If you really, really need that type of relationship. Oh, whatever your excuses are. At the end of the day, it's about whether or not this is acceptable, period. Why are you accepting something that is not acceptable? And then you keep perpetually doing that and wondering why you're frustrated and heartbroken and all this stuff. And then it goes into, oh, I can't find a good person. I can't find a good partner. You need to stop attracting these partners by allowing. The more you allow, the more you attract the same thing. And I'm not saying necessarily that it's your fault. It takes two to tangle, but you are contributing to the situation by allowing it. You feel me? So, take time to process what you've learned. This is the other thing. People get all emotional. Oh, they broke my heart. Da, 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 da. And then, but they don't really process. There is no processing that happens. You're feeling the emotions, but you haven't really taken time to learn because what do? You go back out and you attract the same situation in a different body. Like, why? Take time to process what you've learned. That's what I did. I was like, I don't want to have another Subway Armageddon. The next dude that came along, he started exhibiting signs of the previous dude, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna let you go, deuces. We didn't even make it to the date. I was like, nope, I didn't already done this. I don't need to do this again. So we done. Okay? And like I said, now it's a much better situation. And I'm still aligning and working, but oh my God, it's like night and day. The quality of men in my life now is just like night and day. Just from this, and I'm not even completely aligned yet, but oh my God, the work, the self work, you can see it. Ooh, chow. All right. Now let's talk about subconscious vibe versus conscious attraction. This is all about the law of attraction. People subconsciously believe one thing and consciously believe another. So you might think, for example, oh, I'm worthy. I have self-esteem and have confidence. But then you attracting bums. Subconsciously, you ain't on that level. You ain't vibing on that level. If you were, the two would be aligned and you would meet your king or your queen. Period. End of discussion. And the subconscious vibe dictates what actually happens. And this is why it's so confusing. You have to look at the situation for what it is. Yeah, we have emotions and all that. Turn that shit off. Feel it for a day or two, but then turn that shit off. Look at it for what it is. What is the pattern? Okay, that leads to the last question. Write about this. Have you seen this before? Go back and think about your previous relationships. What patterns are you seeing? That's what I did. I was like, oh, this is that same energy. That means I didn't clear that. I'm not doing this though. You could choose not to do it. You could still be in resonancy with the vibe that you don't prefer to be in a vibe with, right? But you can consciously be like, nah, I'm not doing this. I understand that my frequency is here subconsciously, but I consciously know better than this, and I'm not going to do this. Have you seen this before? Take time to process. So I want you to think about this for a second for yourself, whatever it is, whatever the patterns is, and comment below, what are you tired of? I think that's helpful. That would be helpful for everyone else to see if you could just share. What are you tired of in terms of relationships? Because sometimes we also feel like we're going through this alone or there isn't really support when we're in these situations. And that's just not true. And also what somebody else comments might give you insight into your situation. So if you could please just share, what are you tired of below? That would be really helpful. And I'm being reminded to ask you to like the video, please. Like it and share it with somebody that needs this advice. This is real talk, real experience. Okay, so that's it for the advice. We are going to go into the reading. All right, so ladies, maybe we have some kings watching this too, but this is specifically, I was inspired by the ladies, so this is really for the ladies, right? Ladies, this is the spread that I picked. And or I should say selected. I decided to just take the picture and just do the reading like this in real time. So that's what I'm going to do. So first we have the Archangel Michael card. His guidance is to go forward fearlessly. And the first thing that I'm getting with this is that you cannot make aligned decisions from a place of fear. So subconsciously what's happening is you're dating and you're going out and you're meeting your partners, right? But subconsciously is that I don't want to get hurt again. And what happens? You get hurt. Release the fear. You gotta release it. You can't keep old stuff where you want the new stuff to be. Feel me? It don't work like that. That energy has to be released. Take some time to release it. I'm getting do a cleansing bath. You get you some rose oil, put it up in there in the bath, or if you don't have a tub, make a little spritz of spray with some rose oil and some water and spray yourself and just tap on your heart. You can tap on your heart. This is like the heart center, heart chakra, and just say, release, 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 release. And once you do that, tap again. Do it 10 times, do it 15 times, do it as many times as you feel until you feel like it's released, right? And then you're gonna go in again and just tap love. Replace that energy with what you want. Okay, that's a little energy work you can do right there for that. Okay, you can also write about it. What am I fearful of? What are you fearful of? Get clear in your conscious mind to help you release it in your subconscious mind. That way, both minds are working together. Okay, what am I fearful of? Okay, now I'm looking at the first card right here. Oh, do I have a pencil? Let me see. Can I draw on here? Listen, this is my first time doing this type of video, so I'm trying to see what all I can do. Can I make a little box? Yes, I can. Okay, we're looking at this card here. Okay, card number one. So you can tell I'm a teacher. I'm laughing at myself. Card number one. This is this is about settling, right? So maybe you didn't have very many options. This was the only option that came to you, but this option was crusty dusty. I'm getting this visual of like a zombie. You gonna choose the crusty dusty zombie because that's your only option? You're choosing out of desperation. So what do you expect to happen? When you choose out of desperation, when you settle, you get garbage. You don't do that. That is actually related to the fear. Oh, I'm not getting anything else. I won't get anything else. If you would have waited 10 more minutes, you would have got something much better. Trust, have faith. This is the antidote that you are aligned and worthy of what it is that you desire, deserve, and intend. Okay? That's the antidote to this. That is the truth. When you are in alignment with that, then you choose from that place instead of from fear. Okay? So maybe it looked like your options were limited. That's an illusion. The truth is they are unlimited, but you have to be in resonancy with that for that to manifest. Okay? I hope that makes sense. If you have questions or you're like, what? What she just say? Type the questions in the comments below. Okay? If I need to do a follow-up video, I will. All right. Now, how you work this, y'all? Ooh, no. Okay. Okay, I saw an erase. This is real time. Here we go. Here we go. Technology. Technology. Give me life. Card number two. All right. This is about feeling like your options are limited again. So you choosing from a place of limitation and lack, and what are you getting in your partner that you're attracting? The embodiment of lack and limitation. What is that? A bum. That's a bum. You could probably see this in other areas of your life. What other areas of your life are you lacking or limited in? Okay? Seriously, think about that. You need to clear all that. I told you how to do that earlier with the rose water spritz. Go in and clear all of that foolishness. Nobody has time for that. Nobody has time for that. I don't want bums. I don't want their issues. I don't want their energy. And it's no shade if you're a bum either. Everybody is where they are. I personally just don't want that. That's not aligned for me, okay? And I'm not settling for that, and I'm not in agreement with that. If I am attracting that subconsciously, that means that there is work that I need to do within myself to raise my vibration. So I'm going to do that. And do that by working on yourself, reading books about personal growth and development, self-love, taking time to pamper yourself, eating good food, spending time with people that you love. These are all things that you can do to raise your vibration and let your subconscious mind know that this is what you want, and whoever you attract must be in resonancy with this. Okay, moving on to card number three. So for card number three, like right now, what I'm getting is that just stop. You steadily walking on this path and you about to rerun what you just left. Stop. You're in free flowing emotion and feeling and hurt and pain and lack of consciousness. Stop. Stop doing that. This card symbolizes somebody having the tools that they need to head in the right direction, but right now it's not in alignment, it's closed. That means that even though you're walking on the path is not set to the right direction. It's set to some whole other nonsense, and it's going to come out as a jumble that looks like you repeating the same pattern. Nobody has time for this. Stop. Take the time to get yourself together first. Write down what you want. Write down the type of person that you want to attract, and write down who you want to be for that person. How do you want to show up for that person? And you need to start doing those things. Those are the self-work activities that you need to start doing. Do you need to get a better job because you want your partner to have financial stability too? Do you want to resonate with somebody? Then you need to go and do that. Do you need to get yourself fixed up, get your hair done, nails done, whatever? Do you need to do that? Do that stuff and align first and then go back out. And this is not about you not having the resources. You do, but they're not organized. And that is the issue. All right. So that is it for this reading, okay? Please follow me on Facebook. I'm at Clarity with Kim. You can find me on YouTube at GlamPowered. Please like this video, share, and like I said, comment below. And if you're interested in doing a personal reading with me, you can find me and book an appointment with me on Facebook at Clarity with Kim. I will link all of that below. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have other ideas for videos that you want me to do like this, let me know. Any other advice, videos, topics, let me know as well. Much love. I hope that this is encouraging, empowering, and uplifting, and I will see you in the next video.
Did you do it? Huh? What? Subscribe. I love you. Okay, you subscribe. Bye.